Have you ever felt lost? Not because you were not intelligent, but because the world around you spoke a language you didn't understand. Imagine being the brightest student in your school, respected by everyone, full of confidence, and suddenly everything changes. A new place, new people, and one invisible barrier that breaks your confidence. Language. This is the story of a student who once believed he was not good enough, who almost gave up on his dreams just because he couldn't understand English. But what happened next will change the way you look at your own struggles. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to Echo English, where stories don't just inspire, they transform lives. Let's begin. From silence to strength, the story of a student who refused to give up. In a small town where dreams were simple but determination was strong, lived a boy who had always been a topper. He completed his entire schooling in a Hindi medium school. Teachers admired him, friends respected him. In his world, he was unstoppable. When he passed his intermediate exams with excellent marks, his family celebrated with pride. Soon, he got admission into a famous college in Delhi. It was a dream come true. But sometimes dreams come with challenges we never expect. The first day in college felt different. Everything was new. New city, new people, new environment, and most importantly, a new language. Every lecture was in English. Every conversation around him was in English. He sat in the classroom staring at the board. Words were being spoken, but nothing made sense. Days passed. Confusion turned into frustration. Frustration turned into fear. He stopped asking questions. He stopped interacting with others. Even making friends felt impossible. One day, after months of struggle, he gave up. He packed his bags and went back home. His parents were shocked. What happened? They asked with concern. With a heavy heart, he said, I couldn't understand anything. Everyone speaks in English. Lecturers teach in English. I failed to get good marks. I feel exhausted. If I continue like this, I will go mad. I don't want to go back. The boy who once stood first in class now felt lost in his own life. His parents were deeply worried. How can our bright child feel so helpless? They wondered. They went to his junior college teachers and explained everything. One teacher who had always believed in him felt a deep pain hearing this. He has a bright future. The teacher said, I cannot let him give up like this. The teacher went to meet him. He sat beside the boy and said calmly, if language is the barrier between you and your dreams, then break that barrier with your persistence and effort. Don't run away from English. Learn it, fight it, master it. Those words hit him deeply. For the first time, he realized the problem was not his intelligence, it was just a skill he hadn't learnt yet. From that day, everything changed. He went back to college, this time not with fear but with determination. He started learning English every day. He listened carefully in class. He practiced speaking even if he made mistakes. He worked harder than anyone else. Slowly, things began to change. Words started making sense. Sentences became clearer. Confidence started building. Months passed. He began scrolling good marks again. He started talking to classmates. He made friends. The same language that once scared him now became his strength. During the holidays, he returned to his hometown, this time not with fear but with confidence. His parents saw a different person. He spoke with clarity. He smiled with confidence. They were proud. He met his teacher and said, "Sir, I am doing well now." The teacher smiled, his eyes filled with pride. Language is not a measure of intelligence, it is just a skill. And any skill can be learned. If language ever becomes a barrier in your life, remember this story. You are not weak, you just need to learn, practice, and persist. And one day, the same barrier will become your greatest strength. Subscribe to Echo English for more inspiring stories that can change your life.